So we built a new farm setting because the old farm setting was completely not fit for purpose, very labour intensive, animal unfriendly in terms of welfare and health. And the new farm setting we built, everything is logistically easy. It's got animal welfare at its forefront everywhere, and safety in terms of working with animals and ease of feeding and access. For example, I've got a dedicated bull shed to keep our stock bulls, but basically that allows it, for example, to keep 25 to 30 young bulls the second year, which would be probably suitable for breeding. And we've got a dedicated young stock shed with a very good handling system. And then the other shed is a calving shed for all the cows to calve with a modular calving system, which means that we can take all the calving pens out and use it as a normal shed until we start calving. And then we just drop the calving pens in, and they just basically drop in the middle of the normal pens. And the cows, from a behaviour point of view, really like it because you can just walk them in, you don't split them off from their group. We started breeding shorthorns in 2016 with a few foundation animals, and we're now building the herd up. We're at about 50 breeding animals now, but we would like to go to about 150 breeding animals. A large part of what we do will be based on embryo work and IVF, and in this group you see here there's 23 in-calf recipients with embryos here from all different genetics. So we bring in genetics from North America, Australia and the UK and kind of mix them together to provide really hardy commercial shorthorns, which I think will have a real place into the low input farming in the future. There's quite a bit of work I can do myself from a veterinary point of view, as I'm a qualified vet. I worked 20 years in small animal practice, I had my own specialist hospital. So I kind of went from doing spinal surgery to doing cows. I sold my business about 5 years ago and I went into farming. I do everything myself besides IVF work and placing embryos, as in my opinion you need a lot of expertise for that. And if you do it a few times a year, you're just not getting good enough at it. So I've got AB Europe come in, and local vets, Castle Vets, they will do IVF work and place embryos. But besides that, all the synchronizing, all the health plans, I do everything myself here. I think that cattle have a very important role to play in soil health. And more arable farmers see the benefit of a ruminant rotation in the arable system. Also, producing beef of cattle of grass is actually very environmentally friendly, as we do it here in the UK. My plan is that we take the numbers up to probably 150 breeding animals, and that should allow us to have enough quantity and quality to sell a significant amount of animals with on-farm sales. That we have a big, say, heifer sale on farm a year and a big bull sale on farm a year, and that we provide all different types of genetics for different customers. The demand for small and moderate size commercial types is actually increasing quite rapidly, in my opinion. So we basically will be having offering of different types of bulls and breeding stock for different types of clients. So this one you can see there, she's a very thick set shorthorns, very milky, but not a large maternal size, but a lot of kilos. So that's kind of the type we would like to breed more going forward in the future. Like I said, with thickness, still the maternal quality.